Hey guys, my name is Chantel. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for hanging out with me today. I almost forgot my intro for a second there.
It's okay, we just had a technical difficulty,
Yeah,
so
this is totally not the second time we're trying to do this,
yeah, for sure.
but we're back with my good friend Mia.
Hello, I'm back, ready to
We're gonna
talk about Haikyuu.
Haikyuu and our boy Atsumu. Oh my gosh, you guys, he had more lines this time.
Yay, he had like five this time instead of three. I think it was more than five, but I'm just being silly.
But I feel like this time we can hear like that Kansai
Hmm.
accent that people always mentioned that he was gonna have. Like I could hear it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think I would notice it because usually whenever people say, "Oh, they're gonna have like the Kansai accent," I'm like, okay, I don't really know the difference. But this time with Mamo, I can definitely tell the difference, and maybe it's because like we're huge Mamo stands that we can
Yeah.
notice it.
Yeah, you can kind of hear that has a dialect when he's speaking because it
Hmm.
doesn't sound like
Normal
himself.
Mamo.
Yeah. So I actually learned the difference between accent and dialect from one of my friend's podcasts. Like, so he has a dialect, it's not an accent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, because yeah, well, we think of like a British accent or like a whatever, a Southern accent. No, it's more like it's a dialect because it's the same language. It just sounds different because it's a different dialect. But like when you're speaking a different language, then you have like an American accent or an English accent or a Japanese accent. So like if someone who doesn't speak American English is speaking American English or like talking with us, like someone who's a like if we were talking to somebody who's not a native speaker of English and they're from a different country, they have that accent from that country.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only a dialect if it's the same language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. So yeah, he's speaking in a different dialect because it's from a different region of the country. Anyway, nerding out there, but yeah, I just learned that like recently. I thought it was just the same, but
Yeah. Me
it's
too.
not. So there you go, guys. You just learned something. Anyway, yeah. So he has a different dialect, but you
Yeah.
can tell he sounds different.
Yeah, for sure. It made me so excited because I was like, oh, you can tell. Like, you can do it
Yeah.
all, man.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, like last night, I watched this old ass video from like 2015 that was like 35 Mamoru Miyano roles. It's so diverse. Like, I mean, it didn't have like the more recent stuff from like the past few years, obviously, because it's from 2015. But like, yeah, he's super, like, he can use his voice in like anything, and it's like
Yeah,
really good. So, I mean, props, applause, kudos. But
man.
I enjoy this character a lot so far, even though he's only said like seven things.
I know. Like, I'm so excited for everyone to like really see his personality. I'm so happy we got to see him play in this
Yeah,
week's episode. Like,
yeah.
and then just hearing everyone talk about him and Kageyama saying how like they're the best setters right now. Which
That
I
was
mean, with
cool.
Natsumo, you'll get to see in the second core. Like right now, like the whole manga readers, Haikyuu fandom is like going nuts because we're like, we'll see you guys at nationals. See you in July.
Yeah, I know, like when like when they left, like because he's only in it for like 5 minutes pretty much. So like
Mhm.
when he tells Kageyama like, "Okay, bye, see you at nationals," I was like, "Okay, bye. This is the last time we're gonna see you till fucking the next shit." So I was just like, "All right, you're just gonna leave." Okay,
Basically.
basically. Yeah, I liked seeing him play. It was interesting. Like you see how like actually really good he is. Also, damn, his thighs thick as hell. Like seeing him like crouch down next to Kageyama, like on his toes, I was like, damn, dude, he got like really powerful thighs. Like you could just like everywhere, his arms, his legs, like he got like tight muscles. It's like shit, dude. Like you can tell he's
My
super
boy.
super athletic.
Yeah, my boy is thick, man, in a lot of places.
Yeah, like I said the last time, everyone has cake in this fucking show now. I liked seeing Kageyama just stand there for like 5 minutes, like looking out. That
I
was really
know.
funny. He's just like standing there, like all intense in like the close up, but then like like the camera zoomed out and he's just like standing there looking like what the like everyone's like what the fuck?
Like, is he all right?
Yeah, like what happened to him? Is he okay?
That
It
was
was
funny.
really funny.
But he's just thinking.
Yeah, he's thinking about a lot of stuff, especially like what Atsumu told him. Because I was surprised he even asked like, "What did you mean by goody two shoes?" Like I didn't think he was gonna say anything, but he did, and then he answered him.
Yeah, like throughout this whole episode, that's basically like what affected Kageyama's thinking, which this is gonna actually go over into the next few episodes. I
Ooh.
won't say much because he does come out different from the training camp. I know that the coaches were saying that too. They were like, well, whoever's teams they're on, they better,
Yeah,
get ready
they were
because
saying like yeah, it's gonna be different playing with them now.
yeah, they've improved like their skills or like learn new stuff. Who knows?
Oh yeah,
Especially
something.
playing with like all these top players.
Yeah, it was something like to the effect of like when they go back to their teams, they're gonna have to get used to them not just being like one thing. They're
Yeah,
gonna be like really surprised that they can do like more than just like setting. Cause damn, Kageyama was hitting those spikes like pretty well, man.
he was. Like there was like a shot of Kageyama that where he looked really pretty and I was like, God damn, I could like easily I could maybe become a Kageyama stan just by that image alone. But yeah, I mean his playstyle. Like he looked so happy. He was like really, really enjoying himself.
Yeah, I liked it like as he was like playing cuz like, you know, he's like playing really well and I like that he was like having fun but also like really learning from like playing and practicing with all these like really good players. And I liked that he commented on it. He was like, "I'm doing really well, like I'm getting good." And like I'm like, "Good, then like show that shit in the next fucking match, man. I want to see that." Well, and it was good seeing Hinata like really learn a lot too. Since he couldn't actually play, I like that he was still learning a lot and like really
Yeah.
observing, like to the point where he could kind of tell like, oh, this is gonna be a feint. They're not gonna like set it to a spike or he's just gonna like tip it over. Like I was like,
Yeah, I
okay,
was
he can
really
like
impressed. I was like, that's my little boy.
yeah, like he can tell now. He's like better at figuring out like
What
what
they're gonna do.
yeah, like what someone's gonna do based on like how they're like standing or jumping or like waiting for the ball. And I mean, he bravedly went up to Ushiwaka and was like, "Yo, what do you think about when you wait for the ball to come to you?" I was like, "Damn, this is very impressive."
I know he's asking like advice basically from
Yeah.
Ushiwaka.
Which, like, I thought would never happen just because, like, you know, Ushiwaka thinks that Hinata's, like, a scary fucking monster, man. But I'm glad, like, I guess he told him something. I mean, because I was like, well, I'm not that surprised that he gave him an answer because, I mean, they're never gonna play against each other again at this point in terms of, like, high school matches and shit. So, like, why wouldn't you, like, answer the question? Like, you're never gonna play him again. Whatever, who cares?
It
But
just goes to show you he's taking in all his perspectives from like everybody.
and I liked everybody was really like noticing Hinata's energy, like to the point where even the fucking coaches were like, I mean, he didn't get to play, but everyone was really energized by him. He was the most energetic one out there and he wasn't even like playing at all or practicing.
I do like that the old coach from Shiratorizawa, I always forget his name. I know everyone says it like on Twitter and everything,
Yeah.
but for some reason his name never sticks with me.
Me neither.
I think it's Washijo. I could be totally wrong, but yeah. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I ever wrong. But I do like that he does say it, that, you know, just because he's short, the strive to improve and everything is like more intense than like other
Yeah.
players.
He said
So
the hunger is there. That's why the episode was called Hunger. And I was like, well, I mean, I was like, good on you, old man, but also fuck you. Like, dude, what the fuck, man? But I mean, I guess if Hinata practiced, like actually got to play and stuff, then he wouldn't have learned all the stuff he did learn. So I guess it was fine.
I mean, Ball Boy from the start, like you can tell Hinata was frustrated, he was lost,
Yeah.
and you know it could easily be very much
But
embarrassing, but
but
he like
he made the best out of it and he was the best he could be and he also like made it so like it wasn't weird or awkward. Like he kind of just like took it and made it his own
yeah.
to the point where like everybody was like, you know, really cool with him being there. Like nobody really cared.
Yeah, he made a situation that seemed hopeless into something good.
Yeah, he took advantage of the situation and twisted it so that way he could still learn things and come out a better player. Cause now he can like apply all this shit to the team when you know they start practicing again.
I'm so excited for him to apply all this stuff that he learned.
Me too. I can't wait to like see everybody's reaction. Like, what the fuck? You actually learned stuff over there? I thought you
I
were just a
know.
ball boy. And I'm excited to see Kageyama and Tsukishima like show what they've learned too.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I miss the team, man.
Yeah, because it's been a while since we've seen our Kurasano boys,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, man. I'm excited for the next fucking episode because we're gonna get the team back.
I know, it was so sweet. Like at the very end, I knew where it was gonna end just because of the way that the ball boy arc ends, and I was like, that would be like a perfect way to end an episode. And yeah, pretty much it's with Hinata and Kageyama meeting up and running to the club.
Yeah, that was really cute. I like that they didn't have to say anything to each other. They just like started running immediately. I like that like now Kageyama's more comfortable with Hinata in terms of being like, no, you're gonna do really well. Cause I feel like usually he would like before he would just like insult him, but like since they have this like bond relationship with each other, it's like no, like you want to like build him up, let him know that like, hey, bro, you can together we can like do the impossible. Because he even mentions what's his name. He's like, yeah, I met someone who was exactly like you, except you suck compared to him. And it's just like, why did you have to add that part at the end? Why couldn't you just say, I met a player who was like you, he reminded me of you. Why did you have to say that, like, I suck at the end? But then
Yeah.
Kageyama goes and says, like, well, you're gonna fly higher. And I'm just like, oh, my heart.
I do like that they just go back into like their normal thing and they just talk
Yeah.
about like their perspective camps. And Hinata is very much shocked to hear that there's someone else out there like him, which you
Yeah,
can see like the little
he was like, oh
blush and he's
shit.
like inspired, but then Kageyama ruins like the whole fucking moment, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cute to see him be like, what? Whoa.
And we also got a practice match with the fuck, I keep messing up their name. Datsuko.
Yay! That's gonna be next.
Which I knew this was coming, which it's gonna I have a feeling it's probably gonna focus like maybe 3 episodes. Again, it's been a while since I've read this part in the manga, but it wasn't too long or short. It's just probably gonna be like maybe like the practice matches like at the with Abo Josai when we first got that in the first season.
Yeah, like a couple or 3 episodes or something.
Yeah.
I don't mind that because we get to see everybody play again. That's what I
Hmm.
really like watching in this show is watching the teams play each other. Like I really like seeing everybody on the team like do their thing. So
And
I can't wait to see that again.
yeah, it's exciting. So we're finally gonna get a match, and we'll see what fruits of their labors, both Kageyama and Hinata
I
and
know
Tsukishima.
what they've learned and what they can bring to the team.
But I'm excited for like the this coming up match. It's a good one. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about with Kindaichi, where he was like asking Hinata how Kageyama was. I
Oh
thought
yeah,
that was really sweet.
yeah. I thought that was really cute. Where he's kind of like, yeah, he was like, so how's he doing? And Hinata's like, oh, don't worry about him. He's doing okay. He's doing fine.
Because clearly they're both thinking, like Kageyama's thinking about like his middle school days. That obviously still bugs him a little bit.
Well, it didn't help that the fucking coaches at the camp were like talking about it. Well, he's standing like right there.
Hmm.
So I don't know if he like heard what they were talking about or like he could just kind of like feel that they were talking about it. But I'm sure it's not pleasant when he probably knows that people are like talking about it.
Because like when Atsumu called him a goody two shoes, like that kind of brought back memories. And then we saw the image with Okawa, like saying, like nah, like Hinata's the one that has the control. Which I mean, I get it because Kageyama definitely it looks like he doesn't want to go back to that because he's afraid of being alone again and being rejected. He doesn't want the same thing happening again. So I think that's why that kind of caught him off guard, the whole goody two shoes. Because even Atsumu explains, he's like, well, you're just an honest, good kid. Like,
Yeah, he's
what
like
do you want me to say?
that's really all I meant.
I was like, I can see what you mean, Atsumu. I can see
Yeah.
it.
Well, cuz yeah, Kageyama doesn't really do anything fancy. He
He
just
just
kind
kind
of
of goes with the flow
yeah,
right now,
he plays honestly. So
like a people
like
pleaser. That's the best
yeah.
way I think Atsumu was trying to.
Yeah, he plays honestly, but he's also trying to like make sure that everybody is like satisfied with how he's playing, which is
Yeah,
probably why Oikawa said, like Hinata's in control because you're literally doing everything he's telling you to do. Like you're doing what he wants you to do. So yeah, I can totally see why Atsumu would say that. But yeah, I did like that Kageyama's well-being was asked about, but I like that Hinata kind of like reassured him like, oh, you mean that thing? Oh, he's gotten over that. He's totally fine.
yeah. Like Hinata basically reassured him, like, yeah, like that's fine. You're gonna fight, have your differences. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how like life is.
yeah, he's like both points are like understandable. And then he was like about to cry, and then Kunimi just comes in. He's like, all right, this is enough
Yeah, he's like, we're
sappiness.
leaving. Goodbye. Let's go.
But that was nice though, because you can tell like he is worried
Well,
for
yeah.
Kageyama, and like
Well,
obviously that really affected him.
yeah, you
Like
could tell.
he's still his old teammate at the end of the day.
Yeah, because it's like, you could tell that he like didn't want to feel that way about Kageyama and tell him like, dude, what the fuck? Like, nobody's going to like, we're not gonna hit your spikes if you're gonna act the way you're acting. Like, clearly it like hurt him to say that because it's like they're friends and they're like teammates and stuff. And like, you're right, they're still teammates, or they were teammates. I feel like once you're a teammate, you're always your teammate. But yeah, so like you can tell it still really affected him, even though like it's been like a couple few years at this point. I feel like that's a good parallel to like real life, because like if something like that happens between like friends, it's like yeah, something like that could really affect one of the one of the people in the friendship. Like if you ever say something wrong, or like you feel like you guys ended on like a bad note, or like you had a fight and it kind of like left you different from what you were before. Like, I like that it's kind of relatable. Yeah, I appreciated that. Everybody's so concerned about each other.
Like it makes me happy that he's concerned, you know?
Yeah.
Because obviously he feels guilty about that.
Yeah. Well, because it affected Kageyama so much, like to the point where he didn't think he could like play on a team anymore. I feel like yeah, he just needed to find the right team, and he did.
But I think, like we were saying earlier, that's about it for this week's episode. Thanks, Mia, for joining me once again.
You're welcome. It's always fun to join in on these videos, especially since like I don't read the manga, so I'm sure it's interesting to hear like my perspective.
Oh, it is definitely like I'm over here like trying so hard, being like, like. But yeah. We also do Chihaya Furu videos, just talking about each episode as it airs if you guys are interested in that.
Yes.
And we also have a podcast together with our good friend Erica, which all the links to all the stuff that I'm talking about will be down below. Which eventually, once this first core finishes, we'll probably end up talking about Haikyuu all together, all three of us.
I
And
can't
then I
wait.
can gush about Atsumu all over again.
Yay. It never hurts to gush about a Mamoru Miyano character.
For sure.
You guys know we love him.
Go ahead and follow Mia on her channel. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys will like her if you like my channel. She does a lot of Utapri stuff. And like I said last week, she's very much hilarious. I think you guys will love her. So definitely go check her out.
Thanks, man.
No problem. So yeah, that is it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.